Amitabh Sengupta was born in Calcutta. During the partition, the family migrated to West Bengal from Bangladesh. He spends his early years in Cooch Behar, where his father was a deputy magistrate. During schooling, he was very drawn to some of his senior friends who loved painting and discussing Bengali poetry. Painting at home got momentum with watercolors and inks. Shantiniketan was not far away. While in school, he received a prize for artwork, which was judged by Bugu Sahib, who was an artist and was also overseeing the art collections in Cooch Behar Maharaja's palace.
So I used to do it on my own.
When you were 12 or 13?
Right from my childhood, and people used to encourage me in the house. My father, neighborhood, whoever saw me, saw my work every day. But it was not a kind of awareness as art or something. But in Tufanganj, when I was in class 8, probably, and it's a village. Practically, it's a village area. There is a school, the teachers, and in the area where the teachers used to live, because most teachers used to live in the same area. It's in the North Bengal.
Okay.
There are a lot of forest area, so there were a lot of business of. So Romenda, I saw he was to do those flowers with watercolors and all that, and fascinated me. And another aspect is they used to discuss poetry, modern poetry. Romenda used to write, and that's when I came to know about the modern poetry, Jivanananda Das, Subhash Mukhopadhyay, and all those. So I started reading poetry, even though I didn't understand much. But gradually I got into the groove, the language of poetry, the way it is modern poetry written. Of course, Tagore was very familiar right from the beginning. But then painting and poetry became a kind of diffusing area in my activities, and and also in Tufanganj I used to watch these floods, devastating floods. Raidak, Raidak River, and that was a branch of Torsha. And my goodness, you can't imagine, because our house is also flooded, because we used to live in a house with wooden stilts and high. So but the kitchen was on the low. So kitchen is all flooded. Pots and pans were floating out, and it was a festive season for me. And because my father got, from the office people, they made those, what is called a raft with banana trunk and all those. And so with that raft we used to cross the water and get into the high road. And so my sister used to go to school.
He joins the Government College of Arts and Crafts in Kolkata in 1959. Later, he moves to Delhi in the late 60s. He then receives the French government scholarship to study printmaking and painting in Paris. He returns from Paris in the 70s, but is confronted with an unexpected situation in Kolkata, like the Naxal movement and the political turmoil in Bengal. He returns to Paris in the 70s again. In the 80s, he moves to Nigeria to discover culture, life, and the education system there. He also had a short stint at New York State University at Buffalo. In the 80s, he is very active, heading the visual arts department in the Federal University in Nigeria.
and they all go to Victoria College. That is also Maharaja's college. Kuch Bihar Maharaja's state during the British period. Activist. And Gayatri Devi was very famous. She was very beautiful. She was one of the wives of the Maharajas in Rajasthan. And occasionally they will be coming with all those big people and a horse in their area, palace area. They will be morning. They will be horse riding, and I will be going there to sketch. I was not allowed, but the fencing is very, very convenient for me. All open, this, that. So I used to stick it. And there's a beautiful garden, trees and all. That's why. And there was a canal. So I used to love there, and I used to do watercolor and sketch. And then I saw Bhugu Sahib's works. I was amazed. Bhugu Sahib belonged to classical academic oil painting, and he was contemporary to J.P. Ganguly. So one day, I used to, whatever I used to do, and I used to go and show to Bhugu Sahib. Then Bhugu Sahib one day he took me to the palace. Since he saw I was so much interested, so he took me to the palace. And that's when your question was answered. It opened up a different world to me. Because the palace contained all the Bengal school, the Bombay school, then European oil painting, portrait paintings, then Chinese vase, then, I saw Abdul Rahman Chagtai's watercolor, Bingo, Abanindana, Nandalal, Oshita, all their works. There were specimens, they were lying, and incredible. That's the time I felt this is the world I want to belong to. Suraj Ghai, Suraj Sadan, and all these, we were the contemporaries, and we were friends, we were meeting. Jogen was in Delhi. No, Jogen was not in Delhi that time. He was in Calcutta. And then I went to Ahmedabad for a while in the calico mill, and then returned to Delhi. 1966, I got the French government scholarship, and I went to Paris. And mine was full 1 year. Then I got another year extension. Then I got another year extension because of the student revolt of 1968. So I spent 3 years. End of 69, 1970, Calcutta was a different environment. Naxal, political turmoil, murder, then police, military, and all that. The garbage dumping, bus, the irregular bus service. It's a condition that I was not mentally prepared for. And worst thing is, nobody ever wrote to me in Paris that the Calcutta life is changing. And to think of a job is out of question. Say I applied for Weaver Service Center, textile design, that I had the experience. Then I applied for Government Art College, there was a post. Then I applied for Art College in Chandigarh. So everywhere I found that there is a kind of pre-selection. So I didn't fit anywhere. Sometimes I use this script as a form, real script. I mean the Pali or Brahmi or some Sanskrit, or maybe Hindi or some.
But how do you manage not to sort of keep, not imitate the old form? I mean, you're sort of deriving it from that form.
Yeah,
but
it
it's
has
not
become
that
a
form.
habit. It's over the years, it has become here. Now I can write, because you see the right hand side, those black things and all those, it's my script.
Yeah.
I can go and write fluently. In manuscripts, paintings, in illuminations, and you see the writing, scriptures, and all those. So I bring that environment into painting, as if like a sort of manuscript painting, that sort of environment. So language, I don't need to tell the story, because also I am not keeping strictly the iconography of the deities and all those things, because in the process of my doing, and I'm doing whatever comes right away, but I'm maintaining the environment of manuscript painting, documentations and all that sort of thing. What? 1975, 74, 75, this experiment.
Yeah.
And nobody thought of photography, and none of my friends took this as serious. I mean, they thought, okay, he's in the advertising and he's doing that kind of graphic experiments, that's all. And then I started another experiment, drawing forms on glass, okay? Then putting a light and reflected those shadows on the paper. And then on the paper I used to draw, because this is in a tilted, so the perspective,
Yes.
the forms are perspective. And then I used to draw it on. So those series of works are very different than my art college watercolors. So this I had a show in Triveni. So that sort of work developed, very different, and the series started changing my style of works. A lot of dream and hard reality. So I decided I will go to US, I will try for admission in universities. So I applied to Pratt Institute, and I also got a what is called assistantship. So I'll be getting some time. I was dreaming. I didn't know the reality. I didn't read the reality. That's always been my problem anyway.
He explores different series. He goes on to have many exhibitions in important galleries all over India. Simultaneously, Amitabh gets very interested in the folk paintings of Bengal and he starts writing on art and publishes his first book, Scroll Paintings of Bengal. He's a busy man, painting, organizing activities like seminars, exhibitions, and art workshops in Kolkata and in Dhaka.
I got back into my writings. Whatever I think, I do write, and I paint, and I hardly meet people. Frankly, I attended some of those big art camps with senior artists and all that, but frankly, I didn't have much communication. It's only professional activity. That's all. As I said. I don't find people to talk to. That's what. Or you people are making me talk.